Very good. It's absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10 recommend trying this recipe. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are trying something new yet again. So today we are going to be trying cheesecake from the Instapot. Now I got my mom an Instapot for Christmas and we've been trying out recipes here and there, trying to figure out, how to function it basically. And she's been raving on about cheesecake. She really wants to try that, so we're gonna try to make a cheesecake today in the Instapot. So follow along if you have an Instapot and you want to see the recipe. I'll be posting step by step the recipe on here. Or if you just want to figure out if this is a success or a failure, come have some fun with us. We're going to be trying to do this. So let's get into this video and let's get started. Alright, so the first step that we have here is to pull out these ingredients because they need to get to room temperature. So we have 2 eggs, we have a half cup of sour cream, and we have 16 ounces of cream cheese. Alright, so in the meantime, while these are cooling, or not cooling, I guess warming up to room temperature, we're going to start with the crust. So we have graham crackers, sea salt, brown sugar, and butter, and we're basically going to mix them together and whip up some crust. Alright, so then the next step we put in 10 of these graham crackers. We are putting it in a bag and we're going to mush them all up and get them all crunchy. You could also put them in a food processor if you have one, so either or works. Alright, so we got our graham cracker are finely crushed up in here, and then we're doing 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And then you add a pinch of sea salt. And then you just mix it all together. Alright, so then we do, they say 3 to 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and we're going to heat it up, melt it, and mix it in here. Alright, so we have our melted butter, and we're gonna pour it in until basically everything sticks together. Alright, so we got the graham crackers to a good consistency. We ended up adding another teaspoon, so we did 4 tablespoons total. And now we basically put it in the pan. We're trying to decide if we're going to grease it or not, because a lot of people are saying you grease it, or a lot of people saying you don't grease it. So I guess, are we going to try to grease it? Yes, we're going to try to grease it and have the parchment go around the sides as well. Never mind, we're just gonna grease the sides and not do parchment on the top, just on the bottom here. So we're just pressing it down until it gets nice and firm. We're just using a cup for this. I'm sure there's better tools out there, but this will work just fine. Alright, so now that ours is firmly pressed in, we are going to put it in the freezer until we can make the batter. You also have the option at this point to do a blind bake, which we are not going to be doing. We're just going to put it all in together at once. So we will wait till the batter is done and take it back out. One tablespoon. And 2 tablespoons. And we have sea salt, a pinch of that. 2 pinches of that.
Pinches.
And now we're adding 2/3 cup of sugar. I just mix it all together. And with is coming next. We got our cream cheese, 16 ounces of cream cheese. We have a sour cream, and we have our 2 eggs, so that should be room temperature now. Okay, so we are putting the cream cheese in a separate bowl, and we're gonna beat it for 10 seconds on low speed. And now that we beat that for about 10 seconds, we're gonna add a half of the sugar mixture in. And then this next step is basically scraping off everything from the sides. It does say specifically to use a silicone spatula, so this is the closest we've got. It is silicone. So that's what we're gonna do.
Another 20 to 30 seconds.
And again, scraping everything down from the sides. Now we're adding half a cup of sour cream. And this is all at room temperature now.
And then we're going to beat another 20 to 30 seconds. Ready?
Alright, 2 teaspoons of vanilla going in. And then beat it again for 20 to 30 seconds. Alright, that's what it looks like. Alright, now we're breaking some eggs. Got 1 egg in. And then we beat. Alright, and the next one goes in. When you're beating these right after putting them in, make sure you do not overmix just until it is incorporated within the mixture. Alright, so the next step here is to scrape everything down once again, and then we fold it a few times within each other, and then we're going to put it into our nice pan that we had in the freezer with our crust. Just fold like so. Looks beautiful. And now we put it right into our pan. Alright, next step here is to remove all the air bubbles and make it flat. So you gotta be a little delicate with this process. Alright, so this is our beautiful cheesecake. We tried to get as many holes or bubbles as out that we could with toothpick, fork. We have boiling water, which we are going to put into the Instapot. And then we put this right in there. Alright, there it is. Then we'll come back when it's about done. check on it, and we'll go from there. All right, so it is done cooking, and now we're gonna wait for the natural slow release. So the pin's gotta drop over here. Once that happens, then we can open up the lid and let it cool that way. We're lifting the lid carefully. Alright, here it is. Fogging up my camera. Alright, then we let it sit there for a while, right? Let it cool off in the Instapot, and then we'll move it onto our little rack here. After that, we're going to release the sides of the pan from the cheesecake and cool it. So I'll come back when this is a little more cooled down. Alright, we are taking it out. It is out. We let it cool here, and then we're going to put it in the fridge for about 4 to 8 hours. So we'll come back and show you the completion, I guess. Alright, so it's cooled down, and we're just going to, I guess, trying to get around the edge so that we can release it. I'm not sure if it's necessary or not. We released it and we're putting it in the fridge for about, it says 4 to 8 hours, but we're gonna go for the long side and do around 8, is that right? We're just gonna keep it in as long as possible, okay? I'll come back when it's ready to eat. We've got our cheesecake. We took it out of the molding, and we're gonna put some strawberry topping on top, cut it up and eat it. So let's do it. We're gonna try this out. Very good. It's definitely a denser cheesecake, which I like. We topped it with strawberries and a little bit of chocolate, as you saw. It's absolutely delicious. Gotta keep eating it, so 10 out of 10 recommend trying this recipe. Alright, so I would say that that was a huge success. This cheesecake was amazing. Absolutely loved it. I mean, it's a little bit denser, I think, than some cheesecakes that I've had, but it's definitely very similar to like a normal cheesecake, and I can't believe how, like, it wasn't, I wouldn't say easy. A lot of these are saying that they're like easy recipes, but it wasn't overly difficult. It did have a lot of steps. I'm normally like a 4 or 5 step type of gal when it comes to recipes, and this was like 17 steps, so it was a lot of steps, but I think it came out amazing, and it's definitely going to be dangerous to have that recipe in the house now, so yeah, not sure about that one. But I hope you guys enjoyed and loved following along. If you want to keep following me, I posted all of my little sneak peeks on Instagram. If you want to check out there, know what I'm doing beforehand, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll have that link down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I will see you guys next time for my next video. Bye!